now, the news. An unexplained celestial object was discovered and confirmed by 3 separate astronomical observatories early this morning, and is now being monitored continuously by the world's leading cosmologists and experts on astronomical phenomena. The object, which is said to be approximately 15 to 30 feet in diameter, is expected to enter the Earth's atmosphere this evening, which will make it the biggest observed object to strike the Earth in recorded history. Researchers, through an analysis of the object's trajectory and speed, indicate that it is on a path toward Antarctica, where it will likely break up in the upper atmosphere, posing no threat to life or the environment. Stay tuned for further updates in this fascinating story as it develops.
Even before the discovery of the meteorite, Akuma felt its presence within his being, like a voice calling out. The sensation grew day by day, almost taunting him, until finally the voice spoke clearly to him. As if it were guiding him, Akuma stood up and faded into the darkness. Where he has disappeared to is a mystery to all.
I can hear it calling to me. A new era of chaos!
Something was calling him from a place beyond his reach. Yet with each passing day, the voice grew louder. Within the darkness, the eyes of Ogre opened. The voice sounded like the one who had created him in the distant past. Shaking off the darkness, Ogre stood tall.
You are a pathetic whelp!
It all started with a meteorite falling to the South Pole. An unnatural object in the shape of a box was discovered among the fragments of the meteorite. Researchers from all over the world studied the object, and despite not finding any conventional way of examining its contents, observed that it would give a strong response when living creatures came into conflict with each other. Researchers have nicknamed the object Pandora. In addition to the remote location of the crash site, soldiers on security detail around the object were reported to have suddenly become deranged or comatose without warning, prompting the United Scientific Council to place severe access restrictions to the Pandora. But there are those who seek the unknown power that resides inside the box for their own purposes. Several groups and forces have started to work behind the scenes. The Mishima Zaibatsu have set their sights on obtaining the mysterious Pandora, swaying public opinion by proclaiming that Pandora technology could help the human race evolve. The Mishima Zaibatsu set their plans in motion to use the technology to further research the devil gene. However, the Mishima Zaibatsu are not the only ones after the Pandora. The Mishima Zaibatsu and Shadaloo continue their vicious battle over Pandora, the mysterious box that was found in the Antarctic. By obtaining the box and its contents, Jin, leader of the Mishima Zaibatsu, believes he will be better able to understand the devil gene within him. So he decides to travel to the Antarctic to search for the box himself.
危ないよ、ジン。箱のせいで倒れたり暴走した人もいたってニュースで言ってたじゃない。もし開けられても何が出てくるかわからないんだよ。
Xiaoyu tries to reason with Jin, knowing the danger that he may be putting himself in. But Jin is determined to go, so Xiaoyu decides to go along with Jin on his journey to protect him.
わずかでも可能性があるなら俺は諦めない。
だったら私も行く。ジンを一人で行かせたりできないもん。
The leader of Shadaloo, Bison, received word that the mysterious object known as Pandora, located within the meteorite, had rejected the psycho power used by the organization's satellite. With evil intent in his eyes, Bison pursues the meteorite and the mysterious box within it, believing that there is more to that box than meets the eye.
A device that cannot be examined through any conventional means, and yet bestows living beings with unparalleled power.
In order to eliminate any potential threats that may stand between him and the unimaginable power of the box, Bison decides that he must personally go and secure it before anybody else obtains it. He requests that Juri, a woman who suffered the loss of her parents and her own eye at the hands of Bison himself, should also accompany him.
Why not? Sounds like quite a ride.
Juri remarkably accepts Bison's request without so much as a word about their entangled past.
But I'm gonna take care of things my way.
Soon, this power will belong to Bison and Shadaloo, no matter what the cost.
We've received reports regarding Pandora from our operatives. Currently, we've tested over 150 different tool sets, weapons, and chemicals, but so far we've had no success. Although unconfirmed, we've also removed what appears to be the remnants of a Shadaloo satellite attack. And we have reason to believe that this could be used to create the mechanism our leader requested that will once and for all restrain the devil gene.
We have received a report from the Pandora researchers' press conference. We have confirmation that while Pandora emits a faint electric signal, it also discharges a current several hundred times greater for a short period of time. Due to our close proximity to the Antarctic, we first believed it was due to the effects of the solar wind. But instruments in other locations were not affected. Controllers in Aurora Borealis observed. In order to keep order within the public, Allied countries have sent armed forces as well as paid mercenaries. But there have been numerous reports of infighting between the two groups. The cause of the infighting is unclear, and we have also received reports of numerous soldiers falling into a comatose state. As soon as the electric pulse weakened to its normal state, the infighting ceased, leading us to believe that the two phenomena must be related. We'll report back with more findings as soon as they become available.
From information obtained by the G Corporation, Kazuya learns that Pandora's box possesses incredible power. He now believes that by using the power of the box, the devil gene can be amplified. With that, he can defeat his son Jin and take back the Mishima Zaibatsu. As he plots, Nina appears.
珍しい顔だ。
An assassin unrivaled in strength and well-versed in the movements of the Mishima Zaibatsu, Nina Williams has been hired by Kazuya to help him obtain Pandora in exchange for a vast sum of money. The woman who had once been ordered to assassinate Kazuya now works in the shadows with him as he begins his journey for the box.
Spare me the small talk. I'm only here for the job.
使える間は何でも使ってやる。すべてを取り戻すまではな。
After Heihachi learns that both Kazuya and Jin are headed to the Antarctic in pursuit of Pandora, he devises a plot to foil both of their plans. However, Heihachi also learns that Pandora will only react when a large number of powerful fighters begin to fight amongst each other. Heihachi worries about finding fighters who could match him in strength in order to trigger a reaction. Then, without warning, Kuma, who is also trying to control the Mishima Zaibatsu, shows up.
Oh, Kuma ではないか。そうか、お前がおったか。久しぶりじゃのう。
While infuriated with Jin's actions, Kuma is pleased at the sight of his old master and decides to travel with him.
最後に勝つのはもちろんわしじゃ。
Cammy, the former brainwashed Shadaloo agent, now turned Delta Red officer within MI6, has discovered that Shadaloo has started to search for a mysterious box known as Pandora. However, due to her affiliation with the British Secret Service, she has been unable to act on any of the information she has acquired. Then one day, she receives a phone call.
Hello, Cammy? It's Chun-Li.
Just like Cammy, Interpol agent Chun-Li has also been keeping tabs on Shadaloo and has sought her help. Chun-Li has learned that both Shadaloo and the Mishima Zaibatsu are attempting to secure the box for their own purposes. Chun-Li has contacted Cammy in the hopes that they can work together in order to stop the two organizations from harming any more people.
We can't let them get their hands on the Pandora. Guess we better get to work.
The news of Pandora has reached Ryu thanks to Chun-Li as she tracks Shadaloo's movements. The reports of ordinary people displaying unimaginable power due to the influence of the box has Ryu worried.
The box seems to have a power over people. It creeps in and makes them lose all sense of self. Is it possible that Pandora's box is connected to the Satsui No Hado?
Ryu sets his sights on the Antarctic to discover the true nature of the box. Ken, worried about his friend, decides to accompany him.
Guess there's no reasoning with you on this one, huh? Okay. I suppose I might as well tag along for the night.
Thanks, kid. I have a feeling I'm gonna need your help.
My Psycho-style martial arts will save the world. Hey, what's going on? It's like I'm having some kind of vision. Hey, it can't be. Is that my headstone? Just hold up a second. I'm not ready. I still have so much to give the world. I don't want to die! When I think about it, all of this trouble started in the South Pole, when that weird Pandora's box thing fell out of the sky. Of course, Shadaloo and the Mishima Zaibatsu went to war over the thing, and just when I had finally managed to get some students, darn it, they quit. My dojo was taking off, and now it's as empty as my empty-handed fist. I swear I would have clocked that fancy Zaibatsu guy right in his face, if it hadn't been for that schoolgirl coming out of nowhere. And how was I supposed to know that Shadaloo and SIN were working together? I mean, Bison and Juri teaming up? Then that old guy shows up and starts throwing his weight around. And then he threatens me with a bear! And then there's always some people who can't help sticking their noses where they're not wanted. Now that I think about it, those two were muttering something about a box. Damn it! Anytime they show up, it's nothing but trouble. And then, just to rub salt in the wound, this pair of jerks show up. Just thinking about it makes my blood boil. Well, fine. You can't keep a real man down. A real man fights back. That was my old man's number 115th rule of manliness. This is for you, Dad. This meathead's going down. Psycho style is gonna be...
俺様を呼んだのお前か。聞こえるぞ貴様の声。俺様を目覚めさせたのはお前か。知っているぞこの感じ。貴様の力の声が聞こえてくる。お前にはもう抑えることができない。お前はその力に支配されるだろう。必ず見つけてやる。手こずるな。
この時に
貴様の相手はこの俺様だ。もう限界だろ。見つけてやる。見つけてやる。必ず見つけてやる。これが俺たちの宿命だ。
始まったか。同じ技だ。邪魔をすると命がない。
Who the hell are you? What do you want with me?
なんだそいつは貴様の友か。くだらそいつにはとんでもない力が秘められている。その力を支配できるのは俺しかいない。なるほど。でもな、そんなことはさせるかよ。お前に竜を渡すもんか。 を一緒にすんな。リュウ、立ってよ。
俺様が教える。貴様が俺様を目覚めさせたよ。
目覚めろ、
リュウ。
逃げることはできない。戦うしかない。それが俺たちの定めだ。
まだ決着はついてない。結局あいつと変わらない。時が来た。もう遅いぞ。ジン。
Christie is searching for her teacher Eddie, who has disappeared once again. Lei Oolong is also searching for Eddie as part of his own investigation. Their only lead is a man matching Eddie's description, spotted among Shadaloo and Mishima Zaibatsu forces that are searching for Pandora in the Antarctic.
I don't know whether the rumors are true or not, but it's not like we're going to find any more information here. I'd really appreciate it if you'd tag along on this one.
There's so much I need to tell Eddie. If there's even the slightest chance that I'll find him there, of course I'm willing to go.
Christie agrees to work with Lei to find Eddie in the Antarctic and stop Pandora from falling into the wrong hands.
Ready to get a move on, Christie?
Anytime you like.
All right, coming through. Check it out. No, down here. See that? That's the South Pole. Everyone's lining up for their ramen, all ready to eat. But it's still cooking on the stove.
I don't get it.
It's one big showdown. Nobody's making any progress. All the big bad guys have gathered, but nobody's gonna make their move.
It's Shadaloo and Mishima Zaibatsu.
Look at this. No, up here.
Really? That's what they're fighting over? Eddie?
That's right. There's a problem. We've no proof. All things considered, it's a pretty serious long shot.
There's so many things I still need to say to him. If there's even the slightest chance he's there, I'll go.
I wish someone out there felt that deeply about me. All right, let's do this. No time to lose. Ready to go?
Yeah, of course.
As Shadaloo and the Mishima Zaibatsu began their battle for the fallen meteorite in the Antarctic, there was only one man who sensed the danger that threatened this world. That man was Dan Hibiki. He told his friends Sakura and Blanka that the Psychio arts are going to save the world, and then left on his journey.
Where did Dan go?
Huh? Hasn't Hibiki-san gotten back yet?
Several months have passed since Dan left, and Blanka, worried about his friend, decides to travel to the Antarctic to investigate. Sakura, interested in what secrets the box contains, joins him.
Then we're off to the South Pole! Man, I am so excited. My first vacation somewhere snowy. Woohoo!
Snow makes me cold and soggy.
Have you seen him? Pink fighting robe, long ponytail, barefoot, I think. He's got this
I've heard
weird...
enough. Now, come with us so we can get to the bottom of this.
But it's not what you think!
Huh? Dan?
Jimmy-san!
Dan!
Hibiki-san!
Come back here!
You're back here!
Update on our top story. An unidentified ship has been sighted drifting off the coast of Antarctica. Sources inside the government believe the vessel has a direct connection to the meteor at the South Pole.
As the former charismatic leader of the Tekken Force, Lars staged an uprising from within the Mishima Zaibatsu. Now, he is determined to destroy Pandora to prevent an imminent war between the Mishima Zaibatsu and Shadaloo.
We can't allow the Pandora's box to fall into anyone's hands, even if that means destroying it.
At your service.
In order to prevent both organizations from obtaining Pandora's box, Lars calls upon Elisa Baskanovich to aid him in his mission.
Watch yourself, Elisa. We're headed into hostile territory.
Understood.
As of now, all attempts to hail the ship have been met with radio silence. A government spokesman has said the situation...
100-kilometer clearance. Nothing is approaching by land, sea, or air.
Understood. Heading inside.
Right. Please be careful.
Promise I won't be too long. Analysis, now.
Now running a surface scan of the ship. I've compiled the data. There was a military action reported in central town last week. They match.
Huh. But this is more than just weapons damage.
I'm now detecting life readings. They're from the bridge.
Understood. On my way. I found him. Is he speaking Russian?
You will never be able to understand.
What else?
I do not deserve this. Truly, it could only be the light of God. God granted me these special powers. Why has this happened to me?
That's enough! What is this?
Master! Get back! He's dangerous! scan is no longer registering him as a human being.
The South Pole. Both of us together.
Yes, exactly.
And you were told by the tree? All right. I shall accompany you, young lady. But only until my next title match.
Thank you.
Dudley, England's boxing champion, had no interest in the news surrounding the discovery of Pandora. But the arrival of a certain young woman would change things.
Excuse me, but may I help you, young lady?
Hello, sir. My name's Elena, and I was summoned here by your chief.
Dudley's interest in Elena's words was piqued as he realized what tree she was referring to. For in his entire garden, this tree was the only one transplanted from Africa.
It told me that the two of us must journey to the South Pole.
Dudley agrees to go only if he is able to return in time for his next title match. With that, the two set off on their journey.
Mr. Gotch, please make all preparations for our departure.
Brian has plotted to steal the overwhelming power of Pandora for himself after arriving at the South Pole. But he breaks into the G Corporation's laboratory and finds a new line of Jack series robots. This new line is dubbed Jack Cross, which was to serve as a backup to the Jack 6 series.
What the hell is this?
Startup complete. Voice print authentication complete. Awaiting instructions.
With Brian now having total and absolute control of the weapon known as Jack Cross, he continues with his plan. Together, they head straight for the South Pole to obtain Pandora.
This is going to be so much fun.
Abel is tracking the movements of the criminal organization Shadaloo, hoping to find clues about his family and his own identity. He learns that powerful forces have gathered in the Antarctic in search of Pandora, an object of incredible power, and believes that Shadaloo will show up there as well. However, having quit the mercenary life, Abel has no options that would get him near the box.
Of course, I can go to him for help.
After much thought, Abel recalls a North American soldier he had met on his previous journey named Guile and decides to contact him. Having already received orders to investigate the happenings in the Antarctic, Guile decides to work together with Abel. The two travel to the investigation area together.
Remember, this is a covert operation, so don't blow our cover.
Yes, sir.
Hey, Christie.
It's been a long time, Carlos. Or I guess I should call you Chief now.
It's still just Carlos to you. You're looking beautiful, Chris. I've taken care of your transportation. You can leave anytime.
Thank you, Chief.
No trouble. And if you run into any problems, feel free to give me a call.
I can't thank you enough.
Christie. Have you managed to find Eddie?
Something wrong?
No, there's nothing.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're preparing to land. Please return to your seats and fasten your seatbelts.
Wow! We're already at the South Pole?
Young miss, don't open the door yet.
Wow.
Sorry, coming through!
Hey, what's your problem?
Hey! It's gotta be him! Hibiki-san! Hibiki-san!
Hey, you there! Hold on! Wait!
Such a pain. Hey, Toaster. Take care of this.
Roger. Extermination mode activated.
Hey, Dad! Dad! I want one of those!
By a waterfall nestled deep into the mountainside, Sagat trains vigorously until he hears a noise coming from a nearby village. The young girl that Sagat has saved is gone. As he listens to the brother of the young girl plea for help, before Sagat's eyes the very fabric of space and time warps, and a man suddenly appears before him. The man who has been entrusted with the will of Agni, Dhalsim.
Sagat, I have a favor to ask of you.
Dhalsim tells Sagat about the missing children from his own village. It appears to both of them that someone is trying to gather the world's strongest warriors and use their power to open the mysterious box, known as Pandora. To save the children, Dhalsim and Sagat set out for the Antarctic, where the box is located.
This disregard for the innocent has incurred the wrath of the king. There will be no forgiveness.
We must make haste.
As the leader of the Robin Hood-style ninja group known as the Manji clan, Yoshimitsu hears a strange sound ringing through the night, as if it is calling for something. Yoshimitsu wonders if his demonic sword is resonating with energy from the people now in the Antarctic who are in pursuit of Pandora. He sets out for the frozen continent in order to appease the appetite of his cursed sword. Yoshimitsu hires the services of Raven to watch over him should he lose control of the demon sword. However, Raven agrees only on the condition that the mission play out according to his rules.
All right, Yoshimitsu. I'm gonna show you how a real ninja gets things done.
Rolento receives intel on the location of the fallen meteorite and starts gathering his troops. In order to show the world the power of his nation of soldiers, and with no organization able to lay claim to the box, Rolento is determined to find and destroy it. However, with the entire Antarctic on high alert, with many skilled soldiers spread out across the continent, and factoring in rumors of how the box reacts to conflict, Rolento soon realizes he needs both a skilled fighter and infiltrator. Rolento decides to send a request to a well-known ninja village that specializes in infiltration and subversive activities.
Oh! Why does this happen to me?
Ibuki initially refuses the request when she learns of the mission. but reluctantly agrees to go after some persuasion from her village elders.
The mission begins now. Come on, Private!
Don't call me Private. My name's Ibuki. I have a bad feeling about this.
The Bushinryu clan's Grandmaster, Guile, is tasked with protecting the world from danger. He learns about the discovery of Pandora in the Antarctic and the numerous factions and fighters that seek to possess it. Fearing the worst, he travels to the Antarctic in order to rid the world of the box and bring peace back to the people. However, while in Metro City, he unexpectedly runs into his former friend, Cody.
Cody, I'm sorry, but I'm gonna need your help again.
Aw, come on. You're kidding me, right? Fine. But only because this town is boring the crap out of me.
After what seems to be a decade of neglect, Guile and Cody have once again reunited. For the first time in years, the two are once again a team.
Just remember, we cannot get involved in any conflicts that do not concern us. And no matter what, we cannot draw any attention to ourselves.
Yeah, you're kidding, right?
Poison has been following the news of the fallen meteorite in the Antarctic that has gripped the media. At the same time, she has been managing her partner Hugo as he aims to become the top pro wrestler in the world. Poison realizes that the Antarctic would be the perfect stage to make their mark, as media outlets worldwide have already gathered there.
That sounds like fun, Poison.
Using whatever purse money they still have left, Hugo and Poison begin the journey to the Antarctic.
Come on, Hugo, baby. Let's show him who the world heavyweight champ is.
King and Marduck continue to search for the man resembling Armor King. Rumors persist that a man that looked like King's former mentor has boarded a ship bound for the Antarctic. However, whether that information is credible or not is another story. The entire Antarctic is on high alert due to the news of the box found in the meteorite. And as such, ordinary civilians cannot travel to the continent. Unable to give up just yet, King and Marduck decide to somehow infiltrate the Antarctic to continue the search.
I guess there's only one way to make sure, huh? Let's go, King!
This is my town. It's my town. It's my town. It's my town. This is my town.
It's time you learn who's number one around here.
That's clear. Get lost! Now it's your turn, sister!
Looks like we missed the fun. Ain't that a shame?
A member of a pro-environmental group informs Julia of the box within the fallen meteorite in the Antarctic. Worried that the power the box possesses may be used for evil purposes if it fell into the wrong hands, she decides to travel to the Antarctic herself. However, with numerous researchers and agents, not to mention both the Mishima Zaibatsu and Shadaloo pursuing it, going alone would be suicide. Then, Julia sees an unusual man in a local newspaper.
Dangerous fugitive apprehended by famed bounty hunter. I know that face.
Bob Richards, the man known across the country as Bob, the bounty hunter with bling, happily takes on Julia's request.
So, you want me to track down a box? Whatever. Job's a job.
Julia wonders if this man even knows the dangers involved with confronting both the Mishima Zaibatsu and Shadaloo. Despite the uncertainty, she extends a hand in friendship.
Welcome on board, Bob.
Despite winning the North American Martial Arts Tournament, with the media so focused on the events in the Antarctic, due to the appearance of the mysterious box known as Pandora, Rufus's victory was largely ignored by everyone. But then Zangief called out to the infuriated Rufus.
Hello, comrade. I have proposition for you.
Tasked with a mission to retrieve the box for his motherland, Zangief was in need of a strong fighting partner. Rufus listened to his proposal and realized he could use this opportunity to get rid of the box once and for all. So the two set off in high spirits as they began their journey.
Go figure. Big Red needs my help, huh? You know, all this news about that stupid fallen rock pisses me off. Let's get in there and hi-ya! Just like that.
Thank you, comrade.
Did I ever tell yous about the time that I went to the North Pole? When I got there, I'm thinking, yeah, I'm on top of the world. So
I hope I made the right decision.
South Pole, so I can be both on the top and the bottom of the world. It's you!
Can I help you?
Ken Masters!
I told you! You've got the wrong guy!
Don't play dumb! You would think you can't beat him, join him, and picked up a cool body like mine! Oh!
Little girl is strong. Horasho!
Goldilocks Ken! Ain't you supposed to be a smart guy or something?
It's time for us to prepare
Down and out, and lacking funds, Paul and Law watched a street broadcast about the mysterious box that crashed in the Antarctic.
Hey, Law, take a look at that box.
Huh. You thinking what I'm thinking?
Smelling big bugs, the pair makes hasty preparations to head to the Antarctic by boat. They believed if they were to get their hands on that box, there would be companies lining up for the chance to bid on the contents. They'd be able to finally rid themselves of their bad luck. With that in mind, the two secretly board a ship bound for the Antarctic.
It's time to say goodbye to poverty.
Once I get my hands on that box, I'll be the richest guy in the universe!
Rated T for teen.
Ordered by his master Pack, Haorong had entered in a mixed martial arts tournament for additional training. As his match with boxer Steve Fox was about to begin, they were attacked. What was to be a competitive bout between two skilled fighters has turned into a battlefield for the Mishima Zaibatsu and Shadaloo.
What the hell were they thinking?
Well, that's Shadaloo for you. You'd think they'd have better things to do than interrupt our fight. Guess we'll have to call this one a draw for now.
Haorong, furious that he was not able to fulfill his master's wishes, and Steve, furious that someone would interfere in his match, decide to team up for the moment and set off on a quest for revenge.
I'm coming to kick your face in!
Very colorful. Try and save that kind of thing till we actually find them.
Please, that was just practice.
Ji.
お前が会いたがっているのはこの男か。
起きろ！
無駄だ。させるかよ。波動拳。
These aching cries come from the bottom of our hearts. You can't stone us out with your own flesh and blood.
They let a whelp like you head the Mishima Zaibatsu?
Oh wow, you're better than you look. What's the matter, little girl? Don't be greedy. There's plenty for everybody.
Be gone!
Aw, since when do I take orders from you?
This place shall become your grave.
With Bison leading the pursuit of Pandora, to fill his desire for power, Balrog and Vega have been ordered to infiltrate the continent via separate route, should things get complicated.
Damn! Why the hell do I gotta team up with a prissy little girl like you?
And you. You are simply the worst sort of brute.
While the two minions of Shadaloo are normally at each other's throats, they agreed to work together, both having the same ambition to keep the box for themselves. A box which was said to give living things unspeakable combat prowess. So with great unease, they began their journey.
That box could be used for all sorts of things.
You watch your step, creep! That box is gonna be mine!
Let's take this one.
Come on, Cody. You know that doesn't belong to us.
Nobody's gonna miss it. I mean, it's already all jacked up anyway.
You know, I've got water spider shoes.
Come on, man. Huh.
I just love this samba music. The rhythm of the song reminds me of back when I was a cadet. So, there are a lot of beautiful girls in Brazil, aren't there? I think a lot of them walk around in less clothing than a sumo wrestler.
Are you comparing women to sumo wrestlers?
What? Oh, no. I didn't mean girls were like sumo. What is that? Is that a ride?
What happened?
Christie! Just run!
Sorry about that.
Come on, Dash! How dare you! So, that love letter you left me, it was a little obvious. Wouldn't you say, Agent Chun-Li?
Love letter? Can't blame a girl for trying. Not even my sweet message could sway your stubborn heart.
Message? What are the two of them talking about?
The Mishima Zaibatsu aren't the only ones trying to get their hands on the box.
Sure got that right.
Damn.
Wow, you alright?
Oh yeah, a few drinks with an old friend and I'll be right as rain.
Yeah, it's burning real good now. What? I erased all the evidence. There was nobody inside. Well, that's not what you told me. No.
Hey, Creepshow.
Huh? What do you want?
What do you think I want, sister? Look at the mess you just made of my ride.
Are you boys looking for some trouble?
Come on, Cody. I keep telling you that wasn't our ship.
Despite heated arguments and battles with Asuka Kazama in the past, Lily appears before her rival. She haughtily requests that Asuka accompany her to the Antarctic as she plans to retrieve Pandora for her father.
It said that you need more than one person to open the Pandora. Miss Kazuma, let's put our differences aside and combine our strength. Your primitive violent tendencies will be an excellent complement to my refined fighting prowess.
全然褒めてないやんそれ喧嘩売ってんの
Refusing Lily's invitation was easy for Asuka, but as news about Pandora started to grow, she couldn't help but get excited and eventually accepted Lily's offer.
まあええかでもただの道連れやからなうちは箱が見たいだけやからあんたの仲間とちゃうからそこはよろしく
I knew you'd come around. Soon we will be the greatest fighting duo in the world.
せやから優勝ってなんやねん人の話を聞け
This is taking way too long. Piece of junk! Why don't you take care of them already?
Roger. Targets obstructing pathway confirmed. Engaging.
Jimmy-san! Get a move on! I'm gonna go scout ahead. Jimmy-san, come take a look at this.
It's leaving a bad scent.
Something's very wrong here.
Mishima uniforms. No way. Jin Kazama? Didn't expect the big man himself to show up here.
Guess the ramen's ready to eat now.
Huh? Ramen?
Let's just go.
Let's move out.
Can't believe you. Why'd you have to break up my fight like that? It was like the best time I'd had since forever, man.
Are you really still complaining? There was nothing to gain. I thought we'd been over that.
Give it a rest already, would ya? You're getting as preachy as Hagar, you know that? Seriously.
If you listened the first time, I wouldn't have to get preachy. After all, Huh?
What?
There's so much snow! It's beautiful!
Young miss, please be careful.
Look out!
Mm-hmm.
Lovely. But I think I'm feeling a little...
What's that? Hey, think this does anything? Yeah. You're right. I don't know what we'd possibly gain by fighting these guys.
Why don't we just say it's on a case-by-case basis?
You should never raise your hand against a lady!
Let's go.
Already.
Christie.
Lei, what is this?
A Pandora observation room. The real one's still in the crater. Let's collect some data. Watch my back.
Eddie?
You summoned me, Pandora. Nothing but a shadow, raging against that which casts it. Now be reminded of the true power of Akuma!
Christie, we have to leave.
So this is Pandora's power.
I won't let you have the box.
Then I'll take it by force.
It's about time for all you worlds to finally learn your place. You will be honored sacrifices. Tributes to celebrate the rise of a new king.
Don't be ridiculous.
Victory is mine.
It was the power of a god. Or perhaps the power of a devil.
Right. Let's go.
You can't have the Pandora. Someone else wants it more.
本当の飼い主というわけか。やはり別の依頼を受けていたな。まあいい。これからが本番だ。Pandora's box is finally mine.
Oopsie, did I do that? So sorry.
You are an all too predictable simpleton. I have anticipated your betrayal from the very beginning.
Aren't you just a clever little boy? You're so right. Sharing the box with you never crossed my mind. And now, you're gonna hand over that box!
All those who dare to defy me meet their end.
You talk big, but can you back it up? Come on, baby. I'm just getting warmed up.
We've secured Pandora and it's safe from enemy hands. This light... Is this the secret that the box protected?
Yes. I think the energy from the fight we just had unlocked the box.
Seems to check out. All the readings indicate that this energy is harmless. There's something about all this I don't like, Chun-Li. What if the light's dangerous? Imagine what could happen to the world.
Don't worry. Look at us. We were standing right next to the box, and nothing happened to us. And hey, if we do discover that someone was affected by it, we'll find a way to fix it. I promise.
Of course we will.
Yes, that's right so far. Both my partner and I were exposed to the light, but so far there's been no change. All levels are still reading as normal.
Retrieval of the Pandora has been cancelled. We'll start to withdraw in 12 minutes.
That girl there? She literally came to the ends of the earth for you.
Just tell her to forget me.
I'm sorry. I did try to stop it.
It's fine. After all, it's just a matter of time.
They're alive.
I think perhaps that it is more than likely we were brought here for this purpose. The power in this box, it is said to be a power to rival the gods. Well, Sagat, what now?
The power of the gods? A king has no need.
So exhausted. We fought some really tough opponents this time. That was so much fun. I've got to say, I think we've gotten stronger since last time. Right, Jimmy-san?
I do feel stronger. But whatever happened to Dan?
Oh, I forgot. You know, it's a bit weird we haven't run into him yet. Man, where the heck did he go? Hibiki-san! Ollie Ollie oxen free!
It's him! You're messing with my head. You think that's funny?
Oh my god!
Please!
Hibiki-san!
Are you okay?
Huh? What's going on? Oh, hi guys! Why are you here?
いいんだ。俺はいつか自分の手でこの地の呪縛を消し去ってみせる。必ずな。
Despite the vigilant guard, someone had made off with the contents of Pandora's box, cementing its place in time as an unsolved mystery. When Pandora was finally located, it had already been opened and its contents stolen. Around the time when the box was believed to have been opened, several eyewitnesses reported seeing a pillar of light, followed by showers of bright flower-like objects. However, whatever the contents of the box may have been, they were nowhere to be found. A few days later, the box itself vanished, leaving no signs that it had ever existed. After all of the commotion it had caused, Pandora became no more than a fleeting memory. There is no one who knows the truth about Pandora, except for those who have opened the box.